Welcome back to the presentation of the Uslic software platform. In this presentation, we're going to tackle the student application of the platform. So first, I'm going to log in. And then I'm going to select the student, Uslic student. This is the flash screen which allows you to use your microphone and camera in with Uslic. Actually, Uslic only needs your microphone and not your camera right now. So by clicking allow, then you will be able to use the Uslic components that require a microphone. So click allow. The Uslic platform consists of modules, which basically are stories being used as background for language teaching and language learning. The first thing on top is the menu, which allows you to go to your login information, open up help files and other help content associated with Uslic, close, which will send you back to the platform menu, which will again select the student application and again say allow. And then you have the modules themselves. Right now there are three such modules: Unit 1, Payson and Rabbit, or Little Red Riding Hood. It is possible to navigate using those arrows back and forth between trios of modules. Since right now we only have three modules, when I click forward or backward, then it disappears. Okay, so I'm going to select the third module, Little Red Riding Hood. So here's the top menu for a given module. So you have units, which will bring you back to the unit selection, to the module selection, and then save, which you can use once you've done exercise in order to save your progression. And then comes the different aspect of a module: text, vocabulary, and exercise, which we'll see very soon. You can also change language if your module was developed using multiple languages, and then you got the help and close from the previous menu, which function in the same way. So right now we're in the text section. So this section has two major components: a video screen and the text screen. You will notice that when I browse my mouse over some portion of text, then the mouse cursor will change. This indicates that this portion of text is clickable, and that if I click it, then there's going to be a related video and most likely audio that will come and play like this.
Tall, dense foliage trees cover an extended forest. Sunshine sparks over a corner of landscape. The red-hooded girl is walking on a path.
So now you have the video menu, which includes full screen, mute, and of course playback and stop. So I will go in full screen for the second video and go back from full screen by using the escape key. Here we go.
The girl notices a bridge over a river. She crosses over and goes on walking.
It is also possible to navigate using those buttons back and forth. So we can go forward, to the next page, or backward. It is also possible to navigate using this combo box here and go to any page of our choosing. Finally, like I mentioned before, Uslic may be developed in multiple languages, at which point a student can change languages using this combo box. So I'm going to go to page 4, which has the same text, and listen to the same text, but this time in French.
La fille aux chaperon rouge. La forêt se déploie à travers de grands arbres touffus. La lumière du soleil éclaire un coin du paysage. La fille au chaperon rouge avance sur un sentier.
Let's go back to English and go to the vocabulary section of Uslic. So Uslic allows you to use images, sound, and video components as vocabulary elements. The idea behind that is to use what's called the animation grammar, which is a concept developed by Unima. And the idea of this concept is to instead of using normal grammar to analyze sentences, which will give you words like articles, noun, and verb, etc., the animation grammar does the same thing, but use multimedia elements like images,
forest,
and what we call actions, which are brief animation.
an extended forest,
Another example:
sunlight. Sunlight shines throughout the forest.
the idea here is you keep the multimedia going throughout the learning process, which richly enhances the process and makes it a lot more fun. Of course, this is one use of the technology. You can use these elements to do whatever you want, including using standard grammar. Another advantage of using the animation grammar is when I change languages and I can have the same elements in the other language.
Forêt. La forêt se déploie. Lumière du soleil.
La lumière du soleil éclaire un coin du paysage.
So as you can see, I have the same elements no matter what language I use, because no matter the language, you need to be able to express images and action or videos. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the exercise section. So this is one type of exercise to use what's called a radio button or checkbox to create multiple answer exercise, where I need to click on an element to answer it. So when I do validate, what's going to happen is the computer is going to evaluate my answers. An answer that is wrong is going to appear red, an answer that is correct is going to appear green, and whatever I didn't answer, the incomplete answer, will appear yellow. So for example, I will correct here, and then it's green. Another type of exercise would be to write what I hear. So for example, I click on the animation,
An extended forest.
and then I write what was said. There's also possibility to do complete the sentence. So again, this is a writing exercise that uses the same component, etc., etc. So a lot of possibility. Another exercise that I would like to show you is to put things in order.
An extended forest.
So for example, this would be C.
She reaches a tall tree.
This would be D.
She walks through these deserted ruins. Sunlight shines throughout the forest.
And then if I validate, then as you can see, everything is good. So I can use these components to put the sentences in order regarding the animations. Okay, now I'm going to show another element of Uslic, which are the technology, the satellite technology around any Uslic module. So Regardless of the module, a student can always select any words that he or she wants, and then activate the voice processing functions. For example, hear selection, which will say the word that I just selected.
Red writing.
So we just heard red writing, this time said by the computer. It is also possible to record yourself saying the word and then have the computer evaluate you. So I click record voice. Red writing. And as I click stop recording, you can see that I'm almost perfect with 99%. I can also hear myself with listen.
Red writing.
So this is actually possible all throughout the module, where I can click on any elements I want and have the computer say it.
Bridge.
Another interesting element is the dictionary, the dictionary application, which is available throughout the Uslic application. So if I see any word that appear red when I click Control and I browse with my mouse, that means I can click that word and have a definition in a given language. So in this case, French, where I have the word, the definition, and how the pronunciation of the word. So these are all the possibilities offered by the Uslic application. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.